I'm Lauren from apartmentbaking.com, and I'm so glad you've come to join me. I wanted to show you one of my favorite breakfast recipes. That's for applesauce muffins. Let me show you what we'll need. We'll need oats, a splash of vanilla, cinnamon or apple pie spice or a mixture of both, buttermilk, applesauce, brown sugar, whole wheat flour, baking powder, baking soda, and 1 egg. Here we have step 1. You take 1 cup of oats, put it into a small bowl, and 1 cup of buttermilk. You pour it on top. Once you get it all out there, then you mix it. Just get everything all nice and soaked. And then you let it sit on the counter for 1 hour. Now, if you're like me, you don't have rolled oats. If you use rolled oats in this recipe, you need to let it sit on the counter for 2 hours. But if you just have the quick cooking oats, you can let it sit on the counter for 1. The oatmeal and buttermilk mixture is nice and soft, so we're going to preheat the oven to 375 degrees Fahrenheit, and we're going to grease the muffin cups. Now, there are a number of ways you can do this. You can use the baking spray, or you can just rub the inside of each of the wells with shortening. That's what I like to do. And you should also get a little bit around the wells because the muffins will puff up. And so this will help you get them all out. Just go through and get them all nice and greased. For step 3, we mix together all of the dry ingredients. So we have 1 cup of whole wheat flour. Just sprinkle that in there. And we have a teaspoon of baking powder, half a teaspoon of baking soda, and half a cup of brown sugar. Just dump that in. Now just kind of get it all mixed together as best you can with a whisk. For the 4th step, we mix the buttermilk and oatmeal mixture in with the dry ingredients. Now, add the rest of the wet ingredients. First, we add the applesauce. It's a good idea to crack the egg into a small bowl. That way you can make sure that no shells get into the batter. Now we add the vanilla. So now we have the batter, we have the cups ready. So I just have a cookie scoop and I just start scooping it in. And I usually like to have it just about to the brim of the well. Now this recipe makes probably 30 mini muffins, and it makes about 12 of the regular size, or maybe a few more, and about 8 of the Texas size muffin cups. The muffin cups are all filled, and so now we're going to put them in the preheated oven. And since we're using the small ones, we're probably going to check them after about 10 minutes. But if you use the regular size, you're probably going to want to check them after 15 minutes. And if you use the Texas size muffin cups, you'll probably want to check them after 25. And just for fun, I sprinkled a little bit of apple pie spice on top, actually, just for a little added kick. So we're going to go ahead and put those in the oven and hope they turn out good. When the buzzer goes off, you're going to want to stick a toothpick into them to see if it comes out clean. This one does, which means it's done. I actually ended up having to do these for 12 minutes instead of just 10. Thank you for joining me today at apartmentbaking.com. Please be sure to check back often to see if there's new recipes, tips, or tricks for baking in a tiny apartment with a tiny budget. Hope you enjoy!